I spent too many days thinking of sorrow. We spent too many years planning for our tomorrow. Where did it go?
What's up, guys? This is Levi from Miss Mayhem on the Mayhem Fest. You're watching Under the Gun TV. It was crazy working with Terry Day. He not only were we like super fans sorta because he's done all of our favorite records, and so every time we were done recording, I'd just ask him about Pantera stories or Deftones stories. But other than that being like the major part of us freaking out that we were working with him, he was awesome. He brought a lot. He wanted the band to sound like the band, so he really had a lot of hands off, which was nice because it wasn't his rendition of the band. So I think we found a lot of ourselves in this last record because no one was telling us what to do. We just did what we wanted to do.
Yeah, I feel like I saw like one of your Facebook posts that was just like super excited. Like you could just see like in the way it was written, like we're like, incredibly excited to work with Terry.
Well, it was us.
Like
it was like us getting to write it and not because usually a big producer will be like, "This sounds better, do that." Like I think you guys should go this direction. He was just like, "You guys do you, and if I don't like it, then I'll let you know." And it was awesome.
Yeah. I think that kind of makes the best music too. Is like when the producer will step back and like I guess push you, but not do his own thing.
Yeah.
So I guess you could say that you guys mixed up your new sound a bit for the new album. I guess you could say it's more vintage metal.
Yeah.
Is that a good way to describe it?
Yeah, it's more just like it's a solid metal record. It's not really going with the times or like hyped music. It's just straight what we grew up listening to, just old school metal bands. So
yeah. So were you guys like listening to any like old stuff in the studio like that to get like hyped for that sound, or was it just kind of like a natural thing?
Yeah, we listened to a lot of actually we listened to a lot of modern stuff that was, I guess, real metal. Like listened to a lot of In Flames, the new Avenged Sevenfold record. We listened to that because that's that's straight metal record.
So you put out 4 albums now with Rise Records. Is that right? They've been like incredibly successful this past like year and a half or so with getting like huge numbers on Billboard and big bands. Like, what's it been like? How's it been to watch that label grow? Because you guys have been there since like early on. And it's kind of cool to see. You tell me about it.
Yeah, it's crazy. The Rise guys are like our family. We just re-signed with them. They signed us when we were in high school, so they were only guys that like trusted us to finish a record in school and let us graduate. And it was 2 guys. So it was 2 guys at Rise, and that's it. They have some team now, but we were with them since they were in a little smaller, as small as this room. There's just 2 desks, tiny little office in Portland, and now they have like a whole floor of a building, and yeah, their numbers are just crazy. I remember it's cool seeing them kill it now because I remember the first plaque they had for 500,000 records total as a label, and now they do 500,000 records like that all the time. It's crazy to see how massive they are now. And they're the same guys, wearing Vans, gym shorts, just hanging out.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I think you can tell like on their social media too, they're very like relaxed about stuff. It's cool to not get that personal feel,
Yeah, not corporate.
Yeah. So your new album, Rise of the Lion, hit 21 on the Billboard 200, right?
Mm-hmm.
21. Like speaking of like high charting albums, that's your highest charting yet. I guess you could say that metal's not the most popular album. I think Avenged Sevenfold hit #1 or something like that. But
yeah. They're Avenged Sevenfold.
They're Avenged Sevenfold, yeah. So that's especially impressive when you see like a metal band do like big numbers like that. Would you say that like charting like that is like a goal of the bands, or would you say that's just like a natural effect?
It's sort of like a natural effect. It's sort of like the cherry on top because we don't ever go out to try to be like high chart or crazy numbers. It's just when that happens, it's just crazy. Like this last record, Echoes, was on radio, and I think it peaked at like #3 on Active Rock. And I remember my mom calling me and just being like, I never thought I'd hear your band like on the radio. And we didn't even try to write a radio song. That was a song we wrote that was really different for us. And then when we released it, radio freaked out and put it on the radio. And yeah, so it's like it just naturally happens, and it's just weird. Like same thing with Charting 21. We didn't plan on that. It just when it happens, you're just like, we get like a big plaque when we get home, and I'm just like, I'm in the same metal band I was when I was playing a basement like 5 years ago.
Right? I mean,
yeah,
that's pretty awesome. Like your high school band is like charting on the Billboard. I mean,
it's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy.
So I mean, you've played both Mayhem Festival and Warped Tour. What's the difference between the two? Like, what's the average day in Mayhem versus the average day in Warped Tour? Is there any like overlap at all, or no?
The biggest difference is we play at the same time. We have a set schedule, which is since it's set schedule, they make it really crazy. So from 1 o'clock to 9 o'clock, I don't go back to the bus. It's just chaos. And on Warped Tour, you never know if you're playing at 11 or 6 o'clock. Like, we've headlined Warped Tour and closed, and we've opened up Warped Tour, and it's just yeah. So Warped Tour is a lot more hectic. This is more scheduled, but since it is scheduled, they kill you with a lot of stuff, which is fun. So it's a good time.
Like, what are your goals now for the band? You know, I mean, like, you're saying this like the cherry on top. Like, what could you even like want next? You know?
We talk about it all the time. We don't know. We've like been slashing our bucket lists left and right. We surpassed our goals probably like 4 years ago. So everything since then has just been crazy. We just want to, man, I don't know. The biggest thing we want to do is become like a headlining band. Try not to support all the time. I like to have a fire and castle on stage one time, like Avenged. So yeah, we're just gonna keep playing. We're just having fun while we're doing it. We're doing it for the same reason we started doing it. So at the end of the day, all the numbers and money and all that stuff doesn't mean anything. It's just us having fun, being crazy on stage. So, yeah. If you come early, the best act, I think, because they're new, it's King 810. Their production is, they're different. I can't even describe them. It's just, and that's exciting because a lot of bands can't really come out and do that. And yeah, King 810 is probably one of my favorite bands. That's different on this. I discovered on this tour. For next year, but we have some festival stuff. We're taking some time off after this tour, and we got a lot of U.S. tours coming up. We usually don't tour the U.S. a lot, but this record, I think, it's been doing really well, so we're going to tour the U.S. as much as we can. So there's a lot of U.S. tours coming, so come out. And I can't tell you who they're with, though, but they're bands we never toured with. But it's top secret right now.
Top secret, classified info. Actually, I have one more question. I know the new album, Rise of the Lion, the lion imagery's back, and you'd kind of like ditched that, I guess, in the last album, At Heart. So like, what does that mean to you that you're bringing the lion back?
We actually missed that. It wasn't on the last record. It bums me out. The lion actually means more to us than our name means nothing. It's just words. There's no symbolism or anything. The lion is it means a lot to us and our fans. For us, it's like the king of the jungle. I guess fierce animal, and it sort of symbolizes what we're going through the music industry and just touring. And it's cool. Fans grab a hold of it because it's a symbol for them going through life, and it's obviously not easy. So the lion means a lot to us. Everything else is just Miss Maya. Just is 3 words that it just looks cool. That's it.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? I'm Levi from Miss Maya, and you're watching Under the Gun TV.